Hello there and welcome to GCS3 News. Now this is a very important update. This is when the tournament goes from being a 30-person live spectacle in Denmark to a very real and very legitimate Company of Heroes 2 competitive tournament for your viewing pleasure at home. Let's go over to the brackets and see what it is I'm talking about. We now have a 16-player event with 2 layers of qualification before we get to the live weekend. We've got the 16 best players of the 30 attendees that had signed up and pledged their deposits to make the live event happen. So they now get their reward. They've put in good faith into the GCS name and brand, and they now have an opportunity to win $1,000 and that fantastic trophy that I've already shown to you in the previous update video. Aside from that, we'll also have some pretty aggressive increments of then $400, $120, $60. And the reason they're aggressive is because I want to encourage aggression. These guys were already coming to the GCS3 party. I want them now to compete tooth and nail. There will only be victors, there will only be glory, and there will only be champions. And that's how I want the players to see this tournament now, because things are about to get very real. Let's talk you through the players that have signed up. As already announced was Lovenest, Gibber, Alpern, and Helping Hands. But now joining them, and an ML ranked player with high repute that was getting really good in the ML 2022 finals, Orange Pest joins the fray. So we have a really good assembly of top-level players. Some players that have been former world champions and some players that are on the cusp of taking the mantle from them. And we also have a really good supporting cast of some excellent players. I mean, we have Angry Dutchman versus Tightrope in round 1. 2 fan favourites. We have Refero and Findeed. Jibber Jabber Jobber versus Tomikaze. God is an Astronaut and Sidewinder in their first ever big tournament. These are 2 top 20 auto match competitors that are finally getting chance on the big leagues. This is going to be exciting, and as you can already see on the graphic behind you, we've already got a schedule. Now the schedule starts off this Saturday. Ed 80Hz is joining me live and in person. I've got 2 microphones now. You'll see that my Grenadier Guard is missing. I've got a brand new microphone, and Ed will be able to cast live with me with his very own mic. So we're going to be bringing you Refero versus Findeed and possibly Dutchman versus Tightrope on Saturday. Then on Sunday, you'll also see God is an Astronaut versus Sidewinder. And the fun continues from there. The following weekend, Ed himself has offered himself as a sacrifice to fill out the 16-player bracket. But you just never know what could happen in a best-of-3 Company Heroes action. We could have Ed beating Lovenest. Stranger things have happened. Then, after that, you'll have Orange Pest versus Vector. The following weekend, we'll then have Alpern versus Olvedi. And then Helping Hands versus Aziligath. And Gibber versus Tomikaze. The following 2 weekends after the first round, we'll have our quarterfinal best of 5s. These will be fought under the exact same conditions that Nagano and Isilda fought for. But a sneaking suspicion for me is that these series are going to be epic because the players have seen the huge aggressive increments I've installed. They've seen this magnificent trophy. They're going to want to fight blood, guts, and glory. Everything on display. It's going to be awesome. So the quarterfinals will be really cool. Then, as you may have seen in the red section of the brackets at the bottom, we're then going to have quarterfinals losers like a mini double elim, but it's not really double elim. What this means is they have one less chance for live event glory. We'll have a 5th place showdown instead of a 3rd place showdown, just to spread the spotlight a little bit. There'll be $60 for the winner of this little mini tournament, and there may also be an extra prize that I'm working on, a little cool piece of merch. We'll see what that ends up being. So as you can see, GCS3 is really tight, really efficient, and to be honest, it's going to give the patrons of the Master League a really good bang for their buck. We're going to get excellent, epic matches on a not a shoestring budget. It's pretty healthy, but nothing compared to what we've spent in the past. Because in this case, the attendees are paying for the live event. So it's a really cool way I've done it. But I would say this, but I do put a lot of effort in, so I'm allowed to be egotistical. It's fine. And look forward to Relic putting some promotion in. I'm looking forward to that. And of course, everyone at the live event may be getting a present from Papa Relic as well, which should be pretty fun to behold. There'll be a lot of shenanigans in this live event. We're going to have webcams from 3 directions on at all times. So you viewers at home that have funded this on Patreon, you will get to soak in the atmos. Also, 1,000 live viewers, hopefully, fingers crossed this time. 1,000 live viewers will be able to enjoy the event over the weekend. And hopefully, again, hundreds of thousands on YouTube. Because GCS did something amazing for Company of Heroes 2 back in 2018. It brought 1 million viewers to a very old game. I would be happy for 1/10 of that. It's not about the money, it's just about the prestige of helping this tiny community and game get seen by more eyeballs. That's what I'm in it for, and I'm sure that's what many of you, being fans of this game, take a lot of pride in. And as a community, we have a lot to be thankful for and a lot to be proud of as well. So GCS3 should be an excellent after party for Company of Heroes 2's competitive scene with Co3 on the horizon. So yes, join us on the 28th and 29th of May for the big GCS3 live tournament. But before that, you've now got 6 weeks of qualification matches to look forward to. Thank you and goodbye for now.